Dr. Zarkov, there's no sun. It's 8:24 in the morning, and there's no sun.
No sun?
No.
Check the angular vector of the moon.
Welcome to Movie Damage, and we're so glad you decided to join us today. And today, we're going to be reviewing the Fantastic Four movie. And let me just say, it's not good. So I'm just going to start with this. Dear Fox Studios, please stop making these movies. You've failed. You haven't failed once, you haven't failed twice, you haven't failed 3 times, you failed 4 times now. Just give it up. Give the rights back to Marvel, because yeah, you're just hurting the fans now with pushing out this crap. And I don't like saying bad things about movies. I love movies. I really, really love movies. And yet, watching that, it depressed me. That it wasn't all bad. Don't get me wrong. I mean, there was a few elements in this movie which were good. It started off all right. In fact, like the first 30 minutes or so, I was thinking, yeah, this isn't going to be too bad. I was enjoying it. And then the acting started to cut in, and I was thinking, okay, yeah, no, it's a bit of a slide, but you know, it could push through this, and then it just gets worse and worse, and then we get to the third act, and let me just say, it crashes. It was horrific. I mean, the third act was so bad. The only thing I can compare it to is Spider-Man 2. The Amazing Spider-Man 2. That it was really, really bad. The special effects were poor, childish. I'll be honest, they were very childish special effects. Doctor Doom as the villain was... Look, I liked Doctor Doom in the comic books, and even in the cartoon series as a kid. This wasn't Doctor Doom. This was a parody of a space goblin. I mean, you were looking at him just going, what the hell is that monstrosity? He wasn't intimidating. He wasn't scary, and he just got thrown in there right at the very end. It was just a waste of a character. And to tell you the truth, I can't believe I'm saying this. The previous 2 movies did a better job with Victor Von Doom. Yeah, look, I'm sorry, I don't like talking this way about a movie. I really don't. But all I can say is don't watch it, because everything in this movie is, you know, the good thing about this movie is it's forgettable. I mean, and that's really, really sad. It really is. I had so much hope for this movie, thinking, well, maybe, you know, Fox has made some mistakes in the past. Maybe they've learnt from it, but they hadn't. They really hadn't learnt from the mistakes. They've just made new ones. As I said, look, the cast in it was pretty good. I mean, you had Miles Teller as Richard Reed. He was fine. Then you had Michael B. Jordan, who was Johnny Storm. Kate Mara as Sue Storm, and what was his name? Jamie Bell as Ben Grimm. The Thing, and last of all was Toby Kebbell as Victor Von Doom. And look, there was moments where these characters actually bonded together, and then the rest of the movie they were just distant. And you know, you're looking at it going, how could Sue Storm and Reed Richards end up getting together later on? Everything about this movie was forgettable, and it was really, really sad that. Yeah, I wanted this movie to be good. I really did. I would have loved it to have brought the Fantastic Four back. I like the Fantastic Four. I like the stories behind them. It's got a great mythology, and this movie just wrecked it all from beginning to end. As I said, it was forgettable. When you're actually saying that the last 2 movies were better, and I hated them movies with a passion. I know there were people who liked them, and good for you, but I just thought they were clownish. And then this one comes around, and it was a joke. You had special effects, as I said, that were childish. The script was amateur. You didn't feel connected to these characters at all. And the plot was... Who needs a plot in a movie? We'll just throw everything together and mishmash and then have a bad guy turn up at the end and, you know... Yeah, the final fight scene was just absolute dog's crap. I'm really sorry to say that. I don't like being vulgar in any of these sort of videos. I really don't want to be. But I advise you, if you've got money in your pocket, do not spend it on this movie. Don't do it. It's that bad. Just wait till it comes on DVD and then wait till one of your foolish friends buys the movie and then you can watch it with them. Don't spend money on this movie. Give Fox a big F you, and Fox, please just give these movie rights back to Marvel. You've done a terrible job. 4 times, no more. No. Just give it back to Marvel. They've been doing good stuff. Give them back one of their first and most important, creations, and let's just forget this horrible experience ever happened. Yeah, sorry, that was a bit of a rant, but it needed to be said. Was this the worst superhero movie I've ever seen? No, definitely not. I mean, The Amazing Spider-Man 2 and Superman Returns were way worse than this. And was it worse than, Batman and Robin? Well, I can watch Batman and Robin and at least laugh my ass off because it is that bad. This movie, there's nothing to laugh at. There really isn't. Even the small times you start grinning in the movie thinking, oh, that's alright. It just comes tumbling down straight afterwards. I'm sorry. Well, anyway, so... sorry about that, people. I had to get that off my chest. I really did. So now for the rating. Look, this is a push. This is a real push. I'm going to give it 4 out of 10. And that's... I feel dirty even giving it that. I really do. But we'll stick with 4 out of 10 and just hope that this monstrosity never ever happens again. Please, Fox, you failed. Give it back to Marvel. Please. From a concerned movie fan, please just do it. Never again. Anyway, thank you for joining us today. And I'm very sorry I had to rant like that, but this was, yeah. Anyway, thank you for joining us today. I hope you've enjoyed the review. If you like it, please press the like button and even subscribe, because you don't know what's going to happen next week. We might actually see a good movie. Please. Anyway, thank you very much and have a great time.